BSD Tries It! Hello everybody, what is going on? This is Brightside Dylan here, and today we have another episode of BSD Tries It, where we are trying out a alcoholic drink that I have never tried before, and today I've got with me some Jim Beam peach flavored whiskey. So, raise your hand, folks. How many are sitting here thinking, yeah, this really doesn't taste like peach at all. This is probably just average at best whiskey with carbonated syrup to make you think this more or less tastes like peach and to fooling you into buying it. Personally, I'm not getting my hopes up for this since, folks, I am not a huge diehard fan of Jim Beam. And personally, I'm also not a diehard whiskey fan. Because I tried one thing of whiskey before with some regular Coca-Cola, and I couldn't get into it. But at the very least, maybe this today might be my redemption day for this, where I more or less give this a second chance and see if it's actually better than the first time. So with that, we are going to take a small glass of this. We're not going to take a big massive glass to where we get super drunk. And we are going to more or less do a taste test. Alright, folks. With that, let me more or less... Yeah, that there is good enough. But anyway. Bon appetit, gentlemen. From what I'm smelling with this actually smells a bit like peach, but I'm just procrastinating. Alright. Okay, full disclosure, everybody. I might have gotten a little bit of peach flavor right here, but what I tasted mostly with this was more or less just plain old whiskey. Hang on. Yeah, I'm not going to lie right here, it really doesn't feel like peach. It more or less just some of this more or less just feels like cough syrup more than it does a flavored whiskey. Hang on. Let me give this one more taste test, folks. Well, folks, at the very least, sadly, I did not get any peach flavor out of this. If anything, I more or less just got typical whiskey, and I more or less just got a cough syrup level flavor to this. I sadly did not find any peach flavoring in this. This is still just, I still will give this, given that this is more or less just average at best whiskey. I will give it that for advertising that, but at the very least, I don't get it. Alright, I can't taste any peach flavor here, and some of the peach flavor I did get was more or less just typical cough syrup style stuff, so I sadly can't recommend this to most people. I'm sorry to say this. So folks, if you were looking for a flavored gin bean style drink, I'm sorry to say this, but you're probably not going to get your money's worth on this. But in full disclosure, this was $16 as opposed to being a very, very expensive. So I guess that's why more or less this didn't sit well, given that this was more or less somewhat cheap stuff rather than the big, huge, massively expensive advertised stuff that you would see online. But hey, that's basic advertisement for you. Try and plaster something right here, thinking that you're going to get something amazing right here, and then put it at a relatively cheap price, only for you to be duped in less than 5 minutes after buying it. But that's the honesty of marketers for you. So all in all, folks, I would just say, just stick to regular gin bean on this one right here. Also, is this the worst type of alcoholic drink I've ever had? No, not really, considering the fact that this still tasted like regular whiskey. But at the very least, it's not good. If anything, you're better off sticking off to a regular gin bean. So all in all, I am giving this a 5.3 out of 10. I would not recommend this to most people, and I would just stick with regular whiskey. But with that being said, folks, we are going to more or less bring this video to a close. Anyway, gin bean peach flavored whiskey. Have you tried this right here before? And what are your thoughts on this? Feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, folks, be sure to maybe like the video and share it around with friends and family. And maybe leave a suggestion as to what I should try out next time. But anyway, folks, that's all I've got for today. Thank you so much for watching the video. God bless you all. And since it's the month of October, happy early Halloween, everybody. And shoot, I more or less just wish now that I would have brought a pumpkin flavored whiskey if I could have found one.